So, I'm up late studying, and you might wonder, how does this particular father of 3 young children, all very young, get any studying done? Well, let me answer that with a few things. Staying up way too late, consuming way too much caffeine. I actually just threw away my Caribou, my Caribou coffee cup, and my soda's in the freezer right now, cooling down. So you got staying up late, caffeine, but then in all other cases, you've got your all times handy headphones, sound deadening headphones, normally used for construction, deadening out everything. But I did make one discovery. You see, when you add the normal sound deadening headphones to your earbuds, you turn on some kind of nice music, you've got yourself your own homemade Bose sound deadening, outside deadening headphones situation that is beautiful for studying. So other than looking kind of, dorky, you've got a nice setup. The only problem is then when the children wake up or whatever, you kind of miss out on all that stuff. So then you got another problem, I suppose, with other people in the house. Studying for Old Testament introduction type of series, Gleason A. Archer. Oh, there we go. The book. Nope, there we go. And so far, I've been studying about primarily the documentary hypothesis, or better known as the JEPD theory. And I am about $1.25 into this book as far as pages, and which is a good heavy, quarter of the book. Let me summarize the JEPD theory for those of you who might be unfamiliar with it. A couple hundred years ago, or whatever, a long time ago, in the 1800s or so, a bunch of guys, Germany all over the place, decided, we don't like the Bible, and we don't think that we want to subscribe to what it has to say, and so we're going to come up with this really stupid theory of how it got put together so as to take away all supernatural ideas from it. And so they came up with these different sources. There was this J source who used Yahweh, this E source who used Elohim, this P source was a priestly source, kind of the main one, and this D source was a different one. So you're wondering, all right, all these different sources, but the problem is it's bogus. All the different divisions are ridiculous. Well, we're going to explain any kinds of problems with our theory by saying somebody went in later and changed that, or this whole section was written by J, but this part here was written by P because that doesn't fit with J. Or it's, long story short, it's just the equivalent of you sitting in your basement looking at a thing saying, how am I going to divide this up to make it completely nonsensical? And you just make it all up as you go. There's no real factual basis to it at all. It's pretty ridiculous. So long story short, 125 pages into it or so, I could probably look at this book that I'm reading and find an EJ source if I really wanted to. I could find, well, this source, this page here seems to have been written by Mr. Archer, but over here it seems written by his wife because it uses a different word for moron or something like that. So yes, it's ridiculous, it's stupid, but still a lot of people in academia or whatever like to cite it as being somewhat valid. Long story short, it's not, it's dumb. JEPD theory in a thumbnail sketch, a bunch of guys making it up as they go, trying to X God out of the Bible. And I need some caffeine and or some sleep. In that order, I guess.